Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Brad over here at Chattanooga Fishing Fun. Here at Fishing Fun, we sell Ranger boats and Lance campers. It's not the most pretty day to do a video, but I'm going to do one anyways. Finally got some time. Thankfully, you YouTube people have been keeping this guy busy selling campers, which is always a plus, and I really appreciate everybody making the far drives from New York, Florida, all over the place to come buy your camper here at Chattanooga Fishing Fun. I got my cool little corduroy Ranger hat on today. I guess you could say I kind of got a little old soul for the corduroy action. Speaking of old souls, congratulations to Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith, and Landon Dickerson over there on the Eagles for winning the Super Bowl. I know that y'all probably ain't watching truck camper videos, but I like to keep up with the Bama boys. Yeah, so we're going to be viewing one of the most popular units on the ground right now for Lance. The 2026 Lance 1172, and actually the other really popular ones, the Lance 850. I already sold one of them today, and then got 5 more on order that are sold. Surprisingly, they sent me a stock unit, so there's one that's actually available. That's rare right now, Lance 850 available. But anyways, I got one of them available, and then one of these available, 1172. So yeah, Lance 1172, this usually calls for like your dually series. Actually, that's what you would want to throw it in for sure, is long bed dually, 350, 450, 3500. Doesn't matter as long as it's a long bed dually. All right, the reason being is this thing weighs about 5,000 pounds once it's fully loaded. 4,564 pounds dry with all of our optional equipment over here. Retail comes in at $83,853. I know what you're thinking, that's crazy, but that's not what we sell them at. But I'm not going to tell you what we sell them at either unless you call me 423-892-6272. Get that BSRP pricing. That's Brad's suggested retail pricing, and it's a hell of a lot better than that 83 and change. I promise you that. It's worth your time to call me. You got to call me anyways to buy a camper. And I make sure that I don't waste your time or my time where you don't have to call around to different dealers seeing if you got a good price. You got one if you called me. All right, here we are at the inside of the camper. As soon as we walk in here, we got our batteries. There's none in there right now, but if you buy from us, we include 2 flooded 27 series deep cycle Deca batteries. Deca is the same brand of batteries that makes the Duracell flooded batteries. And of course, you know, you can do your AGM upgrade here, or we could do lithiums, whatever you want. We got all of our exterior lights right here as we walk in. Interior light, docking light, which is your rear lights, and backup camera switch. That way we can see who's behind us. That's where we run out our rear slide. In the rear slide, we have this nice, it's called a jackknife sofa. I call it a futon. All right, so it's a nice, comfortable couch. Doesn't really recline, I'll show you that. Got this little pull out here, boom. It's kind of like an awkward seat. Doesn't really recline. It's comfortable, you can kick back in it, lean back and all, but it's no recliner. Speaking of recliners, the 1172, you got 2 options on layouts. You got this layout, and you have one that over here in the dinette, you have electric theater chairs that do recline. And then you have your dinette right here behind me. All right, but anyways, like I said, this is what I call the futon. It makes into a bed. Let me try to do this one-handed. There we go. All right, see how it's V-shaped now? That means that you have room to shove all of your crap under this thing. So a lot more storage. And then you pull it all the way out, and boom, you have a bed. Now, I'm like 6'1" without shoes. Let's see how I look on. Let's see, can you see me? All right. Diagonal, you can make it work. That's not how I sleep though. I sleep right, kind of like that. Yeah, my feet are hanging off. If I had a pillow right here, I can make it work. Wouldn't be the most comfortable stay, but I could make it work. A couple more things to show you over in this area. We got our day shades, which is our bug screen when we kick out the window. And then we got our night shades. That's on every window. All right. So this one doesn't kick out though, because your exhaust is in the back, and you know, they don't want exhaust fumes coming up through your rear window. But all of your other windows open out. We got a dimmer switch here. We can really set the mood in this thing, you and your significant other. We got a couple shelves, plenty of Dorito storage. You can get these little sliding tray boxes off of Amazon that you can slide in there and use it as like a pantry. Yeah, some neat stuff. Okay, so over here in the super slide, we have this dinette. This is the bronzite interior color. So you have 3 different options to choose from as far as colors. You have bronzite, which is this brown, it's like brown on gray, brown couch, brown trim, brown bunk bed. And then you have Grayson, which is dark gray, light gray. And then you have the gray couch, dark gray couch. And then you have lapis, which is blue. So blue, it's kind of like a darker royal blue, midnight blue, kind of like that. Gray, blue, blue, blue. All right, so you got 3 different options there for colors. We've got some snazzy pull-out drawers for extra storage. Let's see, there we go. Extra storage. Now to unlock these, that's locked, that's unlocked, and then you just pull. All right, this does make into a bed as well. I got a lot of crap under there that, you know, comes in with the campers when they're brand new and all. Goodie bags, tables, ladder extensions and steps and stuff. So this does make into a bed. It's like 68 inches by 44 inches. So let's see, what's 68? That's almost 6 foot, right? Yeah, almost 6 foot. Sorry. Then we have the bunk bed. Here, I'll fold that down real quick. All right, there's the bunk bed folded down. This holds up to 250 pounds, and you have this thing that they call a child restraint or whatever it's called. Yeah, child restraint. It's got these little snaps in that keep kids from falling out of it at nighttime when they're sleeping. There we go. And then you can also just lay it down too out of the way. But a lot of people use this for extra storage. Like I said, it's good for 250 pounds, so you can keep your stuff like the Blackstone or camping chairs or external rugs that you would keep at this campsite. All those are good ideas to keep up in here. That way when you get where you're going, you can remove everything and get this back up out of the way. You have this protective plastic piece where nothing slides and goes through your window. That's a plus. All right, so we got that back up. Let's move on to the fridge. So in the 1172, actually the 975, the 1062, and 1172, the 3 dry bath models, what you're looking at as far as refrigerators is, one, it'll come standard with a 12 volt, 7 cubic foot fridge, or you can upgrade to the 2-way, which is this one, 5 cubic foot fridge. I think it's 5 cubic foot. It is, blah, 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 blah. It didn't say. All right, yeah, 5 cubic foot, separated freezer, fridge, good size fridge too, good size fridge. Plenty of room for your goodies to keep you hydrated, your cranberry juice, your vodka, your apple juice, yeah, and plenty of room for all of your meats to freeze, ice cream, all that fun stuff. But yeah, this is the upgraded 2-way fridge, runs off of AC and gas only, no 12 volt. If you want 12 volt, you would want the standard one. Hang on. Oh, TV. I think we skipped the TV. All right, so we got us a 28 inch flat screen here. This is a smart TV. It's got all your preloaded apps like Netflix and all that fun stuff on it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Dry bath, like I said, this is one of the 3 dry bath models. You got your 975, your 1062, and your 1172. The 975 dry bath is pretty much identical to this one. Plenty of room in here to do your business. I'll show you. I ain't scared to prove anything. Door shut. Sit right here on the john, or whatever you call it. Sit here, you got your little armrest. Things get serious, prop up, get comfortable. You're gonna be here in a minute. Plenty of leg space right here. let's hop up in that shower. Okay, see if I can do this without banging my head on this little clothes rod. Look at that. Look at that. I got a hat on, I got shoes on, here in the shower, plenty of head space. You can raise this shower head thing up. There we go. I'm doing all this one-handed too, look at this. Pointed right at me. I could definitely shower in this. But I also had a 975 truck camper before, which is identical to this bathroom, so I know everything's doable. All right, plenty of countertop space here for, you know, our hair dryers and stuff. As you can see, I got a lot of hair to dry. Straighten and everything, curling irons. Looks like the little toilet paper holster thing fell. I'll put that back. There we go. Yeah, I don't know if that's actually how it goes. There's probably a screw that holds it on. But anyways, there's our toilet paper holster. There's the back end of the Truma Aqua Go tankless water heater. The little cubby hole for some storage. 110 outlets. Pull out door. And that's pretty much it. Got a little ventilation fan here. Helps you, you know, rid the stink and the steam. The two S's. Got a mirror here so you can check yourself out when you're getting dressed. Queen size mattress. It is a true queen size. It's 60 by 80 inches. A little bit of shelf space here, and we can remove the shelves too if needed more space, like putting a duffel bag or something in there, or a backpack. All right, look at this. Another pop-out window. Skylight so our feet can see the stars. That skylight comes in handy though. It's nice to have. Little cubby hole up here. 2 speakers. You got 2 speakers over in the dinette and 2 speakers outside. Radio plays AM, FM. You can Bluetooth your phone to it. Whole bunch of fun stuff going on there. Mirrors here. I had something dirty to say, but I ain't gonna say it. Clothes rod in the closet, of course. There's our TV box. Little pull-up ordeal here. We'll get that pulled. Hang on. Look at that. More storage. You also have a wireless phone charger up here, reading lamps, and 110 outlet right there. No 110s on this side, so my CPAP user, if you got one over here, if you both on them, then run the wiring behind the headboard right there. Hopefully it'll keep your wiring out of the way and everybody comfortable and sleeping like babies. That's it. Let's go outside. Okay, here we are on the outside. If you've watched any of my videos before, you know we always start on this side. If I was to do the other side, I don't even think I know where to start. But we got all electric jacks around all 4 corners here. The Happy Jack 4820s. A lot of people ask if these are actually really, you know, stable on these 4 jacks. And yes, this camper's not going anywhere. We got the swing out brackets for the fat butts to go underneath. And not only does it help to get the dualies under there, but it also helps to give you a wider footprint and a wider stance. And it gets them out of the way of the front jacks, or front tie downs too. So boom, multiple uses. Let's see, you got a way to crank these in manually if needed. You can just flip this switch down, say you got a dead battery or something, which I hope that never happens to you, but you can flip this switch down and it'll bypass the motor here and you get to cranking, pack you a lunch. It's going to take you a while. Or you use the Happy Jack supplied adapter that goes in a drill and you can drill them up and down. I feel like I'm in a rap battle here. Nothing's rhyming, but I'm talking really fast. All right, we got 2 slide outs on this thing. We got the slide out covers added. One of you is calling me wanting to buy a camper. Hang on, I'll be right back. Well, I knew it'd be one of y'all wanting to buy something. It was, hey, Mr. David, your camper's over there. David's from Maryland. He's one of the guys driving a hell of a long ways here to buy a camper, which we appreciate. So anyways, I think we were talking about slide out topper. We got one over this slide and one over the other. That way you don't have to sweep the roofs off every time you run them in. We got 2 solar panels up there. We got the Truma 13.5K BTU AC unit up there. Got patio lights on both sides. One's going to have, well, they both are like this. Up is amber, down is white. So you have two different light settings on these patio lights. Insulated doors here. Dadgummit, that paper gets in the way. Insulated doors, magnetic holders to hold the doors up. Love that. That way you don't have to sit there and you're like propped up trying to shove stuff in there, right? Perfect. All right, so these are the opposite ends of the dinette drawers. So we got a little storage here. Got a little storage here. Same deal, magnet, insulated door. We've got our main dump station. So we have our freshwater tank, which is 42-gallon capacity. And then we've got our gray and black water tank up here. Liquid waste is gray, body waste is black. Those are both 35 gallons a piece. I wasn't done here. I don't know why I did that. Main battery disconnect, park and satellite connections, low water drains for your fresh water and cold hot water lines, outdoor shower, the little blue cooled up hose inside the box inside goes there. I just smacked y'all with that door, didn't I? Got our Onan QG 2500i LP onboard propane ran generated. This is within the National Park decimal range. Very quiet, more efficient, and a lot less vibration than the old ones from, you know, 2020 and prior. Happy Jack slide on the side and Swintech on the rear. If you run your slides all the way out and all the way in like you're supposed to, you shouldn't have issues. I've sold so many of these campers over the past, I'm 28, I think I started selling these at 20. Over 8 years, I've had like one slide out on a 1062 come back that we had to reprogram. But if you run them all the way out and all the way in like you're supposed to, you shouldn't have any issues. Massive storage box here on the back. Look at that. Got a shelf in there. These are rated for about 200 pounds. Don't know what that shelf is rated for. Nobody ever told me that. But the little bottom there is rated for about 200 pounds. And then you also have that little shelf up there where you can kind of do like a multi-level stack. Can you see it? I don't know if it's too dark for the camera to see. Ugh. Okay. This is what you call the fat letter. That's with a PH. Not intended to offend anybody. That's why they spelt it different. But it's rated for like 250 pounds. I think it says, yeah, 250 pounds. Look at me remembering numbers. All right, we are on the fun side now. That's what I call your campground side because this is where all the fun happens. All right, so we got our auto awning here on the side. It is electric. As long as you leave the power onto it, it's going to have the auto wind sensing feature activated, and if it detects that it's too windy, it rolls itself back in, and it has a nice LED light strip at the end to make everything really bright at nighttime. You're going to look like NASA over here taking off in the space shuttle at nighttime. This thing lights up so good. All right, this is your Truma Vario Heat Furnace. I think it's a 14K BTU unit. It'll heat you out if you want it to. And then the little vent for it is right here. Acts as a great hand warmer in the winter time. 2 outdoor speakers. We can get the neighbors jamming to AC/DC with us. Large propane door here. Just kidding. Actually, I'm not kidding, but 2 30-pound propane tanks on board. I like this one because it has the 2 larger propane tanks. In my 975 with the 220s, I would always take an extra one with me. Probably still would even with these, but you know, you can't ever have too much propane. All right, I don't really think there's anything special to talk about here, although if one does go empty and you have the other one on, it will auto swap over. I always like to know exactly how much I have though. Get you one of them things off of Amazon. It's like a detector or sensor or whatever you put on the bottom of them. It shoots like a sensor up through it. I don't really know what I'm talking about, but it tells you how much propane you have on your phone. All right, this is where you winterize. You have one bypass here, one bypass behind this guy that you can get to from the inside or outside. I'll show you that in a minute. You have ducted heat to this compartment. There's your water pump, and then you have this tube right here that you take out and stick in the pink stuff. There's some pink stuff in it right now. Get that out of there. There we go. But yeah, as you can see, we had to winterize this unit because for some reason, Tennessee wants to have another cold front come through. I thought we were done with that. We had like 70-degree weather one day, and now we're about to bundle up again. It's annoying. I think I should probably move towards the Gulf Coast. I don't know. But anyways, here is our Truma Aqua Go system. It is a tankless on-demand water heater, and I love it. It's a great unit. Heats up really quick. When you turn the water on, it literally maybe within 5 to 10 seconds you got hot water. Runs on gas too. Just gas. Okay, so here, this is probably locked. Yeah, of course it is. It's just the back side of that, and that's where your other bypass switch is. But I think that's it. Okay, everybody, thanks for hanging out with me today and touring this lovely 2026 Lance 1172. Like I said, this one actually is available. I only have one available right now, so it'll go to one lucky person with a lot of money to buy it. Call in for that BSRP price. It's a heck of a deal. A lot better than this 83,550 or 853. And again, I kind of want to go over the specs on this one. This one, you're going to want a 1-ton dually, 350, 450, 3500 long bed dually. You do want the fat butt for this one, as it comes in weighing at 4,564 pounds dry with all of our optional equipment over here. All right, so I feel like I'm missing something. I'm sure y'all will let me know in the comments below. I know that I accidentally skipped over the key rack holder. It's got one, I just forgot to point it out. I know that's going to get called out. I don't even have any keys on me today, so sorry. But yeah, so if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. Lets YouTube know that I might know what I'm talking about. Might be enjoyable to watch something like that. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do so. Join this Fishing Fun family. We're pretty close to 31,000 subscribers now, which is freaking crazy. I can't believe it. Y'all probably can't believe it. Nobody around me probably believes it, but the numbers are right there in the pudding. Proof is in the pudding, right? The PP. Proof pudding. Anyways, that got weird. If you have any questions, call me, 423-892-6272. That's our number. You can call me, get the price. If you have questions, you can comment below or call me. But I think I'm going to do a video on the 850 next, since it's the other hot ticket and I have one available. That's very surprising to me, as the rest of my campers on order are sold out. So had to place an order for 2 more 850s this morning, just so I might have something for May. But anyways, yeah, again, my name's Brad. I'm over here at Fishing Fun. Call me, 423-892-6272. Y'all take care. Have an awesome day. I hope everybody stays warm, and I'll see you on the next one.